back to misADVenture. As always, my name's Dustin, and today we're talking about night vision. But first, I want to show you my office. So a couple of weeks ago, I picked up the Call of Duty Modern Warfare Dark Edition night vision goggles. Now these things are $200 from GameStop, and I was kind of expecting a toy until reviews started coming out on YouTube about them. After that, they finally got some back in stock, and I decided these were way too good to pass up, as you'll see in a little bit. So on the right, we've got the ATN X-Sight 4K Pro. Now I've had this scope for a few years. I really enjoy it. It's a good scope for digital night vision. So this is kind of going to be acting as a baseline so that we have something to compare the Modern Warfare Dark Edition night vision goggles to. So I think with these night vision goggles, you're going to be able to use them a lot during camping. All the way from going to the bathroom in the middle of the night to checking out that monster you just heard in the woods. So the Dark Edition night vision goggles are going to have a total of 3 lights on them. One right here, this is going to be for your close-up lights, and then 2 down here at the bottom. No, let me see if I can get that in frame. Yeah. So these down here at the bottom, these are going to be for your spotlight. So when you go outside and your close-up light fades out, you turn on those spotlights, and it's more concentrated, but it gets you further out. These being digital night vision, we have to have an external illumination, which is in this case called an IR illumination, infrared light. So digital night vision has to have that infrared light in order to see anything. If we take that infrared light away, then we don't have any night vision anymore. So if you'll notice over here on the ATN, it also has an external light. Now this one's not going to shine quite as bright as, say, these. I think that whoever made these did that for Call of Duty as like a safety issue so that you can't be completely stealth at night. Now there are our lights that we can't see with our naked eye. So in the future, what I plan on doing is upgrading these IR lights to something you can't actually see. You can also upgrade the camera, which I believe is in this lens, and they make really, really good cameras. It's just like going to Best Buy and buying a camera. Do you want the cheap low end or do you want the high end? Same thing goes for these night vision cameras. All it is a super sensitive sensor inside of here. I'm not sure of all the science that goes behind it because, trust me, I'm not a science major, but they do make better cameras for these things. So we can upgrade the camera, we can upgrade the LED lights, and we can even upgrade the spotlights. So the upgrades for the lights may not get us better light, but it's going to put us more invisible. So I'm not saying this because I want to sneak up on somebody at night. No, I'm saying this because I camp in the mountains of North Georgia, and that includes the Appalachian Trail. And along the Appalachian Trail, there's been multiple incidents, state parks, people have disappeared over the years. I'm telling you, it probably won't happen, but it might. So if I can see them, or even a bear, if I can see them before they see me, guess what? I'm going to survive. So the sun's going down. We're going to wait on it to get completely down, completely dark, and we're going to test these guys out and see how they measure up against the ATN X-Sight 4K. All right, guys, we'll see you tonight. Let's hope my neighbors don't see me. There's the startup for the dark edition, guys. I apologize for the shaky video. I'm having to do this with a cell phone camera. Alright, so now we can see with the green light on and the spotlights on, you get a pretty good picture from a $200 set of night vision goggles. These things, in my opinion, are amazing. Alright, so I'm going to try to hit another button here, turn it to black and white. That's basically like using a flashlight. Inside of a house it does work pretty good. Just depends on what kind of contrast environment you're in. Alright, back to the green, and that's the spotlight, and no spotlight. As you can see, even without the spotlight, you can still, oh, wait. Okay. As you can see, even without the spotlight, you can still see pretty good. And this is zero light back here, guys. Like, there's nothing. The only thing that I'm using is the Call of Duty Dark Edition night vision goggles. That's pretty good if you ask me. Alright, spotlights. Wow, look at that. That is just a good picture, in my opinion. So after reviewing this footage, it occurred to me that the image quality that I'm seeing through the lens is way better than what you're getting on the cell phone camera. So just bear that in mind. Now that's both on the ATN and the Dark Edition. Now keep in mind, this is kind of like a rear view mirror. Things are closer than they appear because the camera sits on the front of the night vision goggles. So however far the camera is from your face, that's how much closer it's going to be in real life. But there's zero zoom. This thing looks great. And I hope you guys can see that really good through the camera. Again, this is a cell phone camera. Sorry for the quality. But that's pretty good. So that tree line right there, I would say is probably 40 yards away, which isn't bad for a $200 set of night vision. But definitely it's a good platform. You can get better cameras, better lights, all kind of stuff for these night visions. So don't think of, well, I bought this and this is what I have to stick with. No, we can always upgrade this stuff. And I'm sure down the road in the future, if you stay tuned into my channel, I'm going to upgrade these. That is the plan. But for now, we're going to take them out in the field and test them out over the next couple of months and make sure they work as good as I think they do. Alright, we're going to swap over to the ATN X-Sight 4K Pro. You can see the red lights from the Call of Duty Dark Edition. And this is what it looks like without the spotlights on. Okay guys, so this is a look through the ATN X-Sight 4K Pro. It's really hard to keep this in focus because it is a scope. You're working with lens, and if you know anything about scopes and shooting rifles, you have to have the proper eye relief in order to see the picture clearly. But that being said, this is a super clear picture. But I want you to see what it looks like looking through the lens, because nobody ever puts that up. They just take the video file from the actual X-Sight and download it on their computer and then upload it to the video and throw it on YouTube. They never show what it actually looks like looking through the scope. So as you can see, I'm pulling my phone back a little bit further and then going closer. So trying to get that proper eye relief with the cell phone camera is kind of challenging, but you know, we're working on it. So there's the X-Sight Pro 4K. I'm gonna try to move it around a little bit. Don't know, it's not really gonna work well, but you can kind of see, you know, all that magnification, and that magnification is not what we need in an emergency scenario while we're out camping and stuff. So if you're hunting, yeah, it's a really great option, but we're not trying to hunt right now. We're trying to stay safe in the woods and have good night vision, because if you can see them before they see you, you're probably going to be the one to survive. Alright, Joes and Janes, hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you've got any comments, just let me... Alright, Joes and Janes, hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you've got any questions for me, just leave them down there in the comments and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. From misADVenture, my name's Dustin. Peace!